Everybody loves vacation, but not everybody loves timeshare. And there's good reason for that. Vacation is sort of that idyllic point in our year. We all look forward to it. We save for it. We plan for it. We look forward to it. We want our vacations to be perfect. And sometimes they can be. Sometimes they can't be. But the point of them is you want to just relax and enjoy yourself. Isn't that the point? So the question is, can you do that with Club Wyndham? Now, if you look at YouTube and you just type in Club Wyndham reviews, what you see is pretty scary. You see the word scam come up a lot. That's sort of a common theme among all timeshares, to be honest. A lot of people feel they got sold a bill of goods and got ripped off, and what they got in the end doesn't match with the rainbows and unicorns that they were sold during the seminar that they went to. Gosh, look at this happy couple here at the Club Wyndham official video. They're probably the only ones who look that happy. Well, maybe not. Timeshare can be good as long as you know what you're doing and you know what you're in for. That's the trick. Hello and welcome to the video where we're going to be talking about Club Wyndham timeshare and the three main things that you need to know if you're going to consider buying into that timeshare property. So what are we going to cover? We're going to cover the timeshare, what it is, how it works, and what you need to know about it. We're going to do a review of their website, which is a little bit awful, to be honest. And then we're going to do an overview of the 4 Club Wyndham properties that we're going to visit in 2022 and take you along. So a bit of background about us and how it is that we're involved. We are not owners of Club Wyndham. We have not gone through the pitch. We have not received the official sales pitch, or any of that. The way we've become involved here is friends of the family unfortunately did go through the pitch, and unfortunately did part with about $40,000 to buy into a Club Wyndham property in Hawaii, which they have since visited 0 times in the last 5 years. So they're trying to get rid of this thing, and they have discovered what unfortunately a lot of timeshare owners have discovered, is that these things, they really have no value in the resale market. So they can be a burden if you're not going to use them. So they're trying to get rid of it. And I said to them, well, before you do that, why don't you let us pay your maintenance for this year, and we'll take the points for this year and for next year actually as well. And we'll try it out. Sort of a low risk, no obligation thing for us. I think it's going to cost approximately 1,700 Canadian for the 200,000 points that they've got. And that will allow us for the points from the 2021 year and then the 2022 year to visit 4 separate properties. And we'll get into that in a minute. I'll show you which properties we're going to go to. And it'll allow us to sort of give you an unbiased opinion on what Club Wyndham is like, how it works, because maybe it's for you, and maybe you've just gone through the pitch and you're wondering, should I part with $40,000? And this will hopefully help you out with that decision. So let me just talk a little bit about what the point system, how it works, because it's a little bit different from some timeshares. In timeshares, you either have a point system or you have a week system. In a traditional week system timeshare, you'll either you'll own 1 week, one particular week, or you may own 1 week within a sort of range of weeks. Could be peak, could be off peak, or you could own multiple weeks. With Club Wyndham, it's akin to what the other hotel properties have done, the Marriotts, the Hiltons. It's a points-based system. Disney, I should mention as well, I believe they're on points. So what you do is you buy a certain amount of points at your home resort, but then you can use those points at any of the resorts within their portfolio. The advantage of buying at a particular resort is simply that it gives you early access to those places. So if you're really keen on going to a particular property, you'll want to buy at that property so that you can book a full year in advance. That's actually something I should mention in general about timeshare. If you're not someone who is interested in booking things in advance, timeshare is not for you. For the most part, you have to be on your game, booking your stuff, minimum 6 months in advance, preferably 11 months in advance if you really want to get the juicy stuff. So you should know that about yourself. If you're good at planning vacations, if your schedule is such that you can plan well in advance and stick to that plan, that's great. If your schedule is constantly changing and you need flexibility, probably the timeshare is not for you. Okay, so how you reserve your vacation is you can call resorts directly or you can go on their website. And I'll show you what a frustration and delight that is now. Okay, so welcome to the website. This is the landing page, and if you're a member or you have access to a membership as we do, you can go to the sign-in, and this will give you an excellent idea of how frustrating this website is to use. It really is disappointing. So you enter your information, your ID, and your password. You tell it that you're not a robot. You'd expect that thing to allow you to click it, but it stays gray. You click it anyways, so it does spin, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So maybe you click it again. Does that do anything? No. So you're back at the sign-in page. So okay, still not a robot. Maybe we'll try logging in again. Just click it anyways, even though it doesn't want you to click it. And you wait. So this happens a few times here, and you know, in this day and age where your website is your storefront, this is pretty embarrassing. If I was at all involved with this company, fixing this issue would be near the top of my list of issues to address, because frankly, this is just amateur hour. It's embarrassing for a company of this size with the amount of real estate that they hold to have a website that just doesn't function. And this isn't just something that I'm just putting on here for this video. This is how this website behaves all the time. And then once you are in and you're trying to navigate through and you want to make a selection, sometimes it'll just randomly kick you out and put you back to this page. So that is frustrating and needs to be fixed. With a bit of perseverance, of course, we're eventually successful. I don't know what the secret is, but suddenly you're in. Who knows? So anyways, here's what the page looks like, your landing page, your dashboard, they call it. Of course, I've blurred out all the account information so that to protect the owners who are letting us use their points. Okay, so I tried to click on something and it kicks me out again. This is not a drill, folks. This is what this website behaves like. It's terrible. And of course, you have to remember, we actually haven't been to any of their condos yet, so this is the first impression that we're left with. Oh, can't stress enough. Just the worst. Okay, so once you're back in, you can see the vacations that you've got planned and the vacations that we've got planned. We're going first to Smuggler's Notch in Vermont, and then in the summer we'll go visit the Bentley Brook, followed by the long Wharf in Newport, Rhode Island, and then in the late fall we'll go down and we'll check out the Orlando, the Disney property there, Bonnet Creek. So it'll list all what you've got lined up, which is kind of handy if you want to go back and reference the dates or the unit that you happen to have booked. So when you click on the individual properties, it'll give you a little bit of a tour, and you don't actually need to be signed in at all. If you're interested in surfing around their website, you can go there now and avoid the annoyance of the constantly having to sign in, and you can just search through all the various properties they got. This is the one that we're actually going to quite soon. The video that I will make for this will hopefully be up in a couple of weeks, so please, if you're interested in that, like and subscribe to make sure that you get access. So this here gives you an idea of the points that you might require for different units at different times a year, and it does fluctuate quite a bit. What I'll do here is I'll go into, as signed in, I'll go into the monthly availability just to give you a sense of how that works. So if I go forward to next year and I look at, let's say, February of 23, and I try to book something, I'll click on something around now next year, and you'll see I can't. It's giving me the red icon, and that's because the account that this is associated with is not doesn't own at the Smuggler's Notch location. So we can't book in February. We can't even book in January of next year. If we want to, the earliest we can book as non-owners is in December, which is a full 10 months in advance. That's as early as we can book. But if I just look at this week for an example, to give you an example, it'll show you all the available suites. There's 17 different suites, from 1 bedroom all the way up to 3 bedroom units. And there's quite a range of points you can see. For example, 182,000 for a 2-bedroom, or 325,000 for a 2-bedroom. The difference being one is the quote-unquote presidential level, and one is the regular, or I guess they call it. They have 3 levels at this particular resort: the regular, the deluxe, and the presidential. And every resort is sort of different. Now, another frustration is when you click on for some of the resorts, when you click on this particular window that I've got open right here, it'll actually show you pictures of the room and the layout as well. This one doesn't have that. Okay, so if you're surfing around, you're trying to figure out, does this place have enough options for me? This is really where you want to start. This shows all the properties that are available worldwide. You'll see a few down in Australia and New Zealand, most in the United States. Like if you want to go to Europe, you're out of luck. If you want to trade into Asia, you're also out of luck. This is primarily a United States focused resort network. There are 4 in South America, and even in the Caribbean, the only locations that they have access to are United States locations, being in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Not bad locations, but again, it's a little bit limited. You don't have access to the entire Caribbean. The other odd thing is you'll see here there's 2 resorts. This Elysian Beach Resort has 2 different names and appears twice, but it's clearly the same resort. So again, just a bit of wonkiness with the website that just doesn't have that sheen of professionalism that you're looking for, or that I would expect. So this resort here is Bentley Brook. Again, we're going to stay there for a few nights this summer. This is in the Berkshire Mountains, and just over the border of in Massachusetts, just east of Albany, New York. Looks like a nice little resort. A decent little ski hill. If you have to have multiple pictures of your games room, you're really searching for something to show, I think. But it does look like a lovely little spot, and I'm quite looking forward to checking it out. Looks like there's a bunch of cool activities for the kids, mountain coasters and the like, so that'll be a good one. From there, we head down for nearly a week down to Newport, Rhode Island, which if you've seen any of the other videos on my channel, you'll know that sailing is a big passion for me, and Newport is essentially station number one. If you're a sailor, it's the home of the America's Cup team for the United States. It's the sailing capital of the United States, bar none. So I'm really looking forward to checking that place out. Finally, in late fall, we're going to head down to Disney World, stay at this Bonnet Creek place. It looks like quite a massive complex. There's, I don't know, 7 or 8 towers, 4 or 5 pools, lazy rivers. That picture there gives you a sense of how large the complex is, so that'll be an interesting one. And that video will come out before the end of this year. So again, if you're interested in checking in these videos out, please subscribe so you get notification of it. This is actually an interesting thing to check out. When you're looking on these particular pages, you can see, particularly for a resort like this, and again, this speaks to the inconsistency of this website, but for this resort, you can get a good sense of what the rooms look like, and they even show you a bit of a floor plan. So that there is the deluxe suites. Those ones actually look pretty nice. Certainly nicer than some of the properties that they've got listed. And when you check out the presidential suites, they're much nicer indeed. The furnishings are higher end appliances, that sort of thing. Of course, the presidential suites will run you about 100,000 more points per week. So if you must have those, better pay for it. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys, it's Erin. Check my little something called a Wyndham.
Hey guys. Okay. And on 3. Hey guys. Seriously this time. 1, 2, 3. Hey guys. All right. Hey guys. No. All right. Hello and welcome to the video. So thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for the videos of the actual resorts, which should be coming out this year. All right, enough. I'm wasting all this valuable footage. It's going to cost me a fortune in film. All right.